Again for the green and gold. The A's traveled the Kansas City post All-Star break and came away with a clean sweep of the Royals. The A's are sitting on a season-high 5-game win streak after their first road sweep of 2010, and they've outscored their opponents 40-15 over their 5-game streak. Tonight they return home to take on the Red Sox and look to do some damage on a damaged team. Boston is banged up and it is starting to show as the Sox have dropped 9 out of their last 12 games. Game 1, A's, Red Sox, next. After the weekend sweep in Kansas City, the A's are back home and they're feeling pretty good. They've won 5 in a row, but the Red Sox are in town. The Red Sox, well, they need a big series from David Ortiz, and they just need to get healthy. So it is a big series, and Ben Sheets is going to get the ball in Game 1 of this series. First of 3 tonight here in Oakland. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's coming up on Comcast Sportsnet California. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, the A's are hot, and the Red Sox are not. And, Ray, the Red Sox are 6.5 games back in the AL East in 3rd place, and their disabled list is, well, quite frankly, it's too big. There's too many names on it.
Just think what's going to happen July the 31st, the trading deadline. They don't have to make a trade because all these guys, a lot of these guys will be coming back off the disabled list. No doubt the biggest ones missing right now, Victor Martinez and Jason Varitek. When you lose 2 veteran catchers off of your roster for disabled list, that makes it very tough. But the rest of the guys very important. They will be getting some of them back, including Buchholz, who'll pitch against the A's Wednesday afternoon.
Now, the A's were in Boston early June. They lost 2 out of 3, but Kurt Suzuki was a one-man wrecking career. He had 6 hits in the series, including 3 home runs.
Well, they got Daisuke Matsusaka and also Tim Wakefield. But Matsusaka on the night game followed the next afternoon against Tim Wakefield. The flutter ball, the knuckleball, back-to-back at-bats. He went deep to the Green Monster, first time in his career, multi-home run ball game, but he was right on them as he showed in those 2 swings. All you have to do is look at Tim Wakefield. Head down. He's had enough hit against him. He knew those 2 were gone. So Kurt Suzuki got the day off yesterday in Kansas City. He's ready to go tonight.
So Ben Sheets versus Daisuke Matsusaka. That is your pitching matchup for Game 1 of this 3-game series. And we're excited. It's the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. We'll line up some first pitch from the Coliseum in just a moment.
By AT&T. Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Corona. Relax and refresh with Corona and Lime.
Now the A's head out to the field. They are ready to roll for game one of this series against the Boston Red Sox. These are hot. Red Sox are not. Game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission is free and the boardwalk is open daily. 69 degrees. Forecast, no Kansas City heat. Thank you very much. And this is the way we like it. Nice and comfortable. Crowd still coming in. And plenty of red in the stands, as always, with the Red Sox Nation following their team to Oakland. Let's take a look at the Red Sox lineup. It starts with that man right there, Marco Scutaro. He's at shortstop. Eric Patterson, that's right, former Athletic Eric Patterson hitting second and playing second base. David Ortiz, the all-star, the designated hitter. Yukos at first, Beltre at third. Drew in right. Daniel Nava in left field. Darnell McDonald in center. Kevin Cash is the catcher. For the A's defensively, Davis, Crisp, and Gross in the outfield. Rosales, Pennington, Ellis, Barton on the infield. Kurt Suzuki is the catcher, and Ben Sheets is the pitcher.
Now Ben Sheets making the start, his first following the All-Star break, so he's had plenty of time to rest. 11th was the last day that he pitched, so 8 days rest for Big Ben. Start against the Red Sox June the 2nd, a rematch between Matsusaka and Ben Sheets. 355 earned run average last 4 games. Adam Rosales taking over for Kevin Kuzminoff, who scratched very late.
Very late, like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Kuzminoff with some back stiffness was the report we got. So Kuzminoff will sit tonight. Rosales, the late addition at third base. Marco Scutaro steps in and he hits the second pitch of the game into center field for a base hit right between Ben Sheets' legs, and that's how this ball game gets underway. A base hit for Scutaro. Some bad news today coming out of the Athletics organization. Ryan Sweeney is done for the 2010 season. He's going to have knee surgery. He's having a pretty decent year, 294, 36 RBIs. But Ray, we knew for quite a while that the young man was dealing with a lot of pain, and really in both knees.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we have talked with Ryan Sweeney, the best thing for him, get it taken care of. He was not going to be able to perform the way he wanted to and could based on the soreness, the bad knees. So let's hope everything's taken care of with the surgery and surgeries and ready to go next spring and be healthy.
So we will miss Ryan Sweeney, but indeed, get him healthy. Very good player. But the A's will be without their starting right fielder for the rest of this season. 0-1 to Eric Patterson. Patterson playing second base tonight. He did not play a lot of infield with the Athletics, mostly in the outfield.
Red Sox, of course, in our open, we showed the list of disabled players. Dustin Pedroia, their very, very good second baseman. Broken foot. He's off crutches. He should be able to come back a little bit earlier.
Pennington, quick throw to first, and they get Patterson. I didn't think Pennington had a chance, but I should know better. He gunned it to first, and they get the speedy Eric Patterson.
Well, you watch the way he sets up. He knows he's going to have to catch the ball, throw at the same time. A bit of a stutter step and set himself in a position, transfer the ball into his hand out of his glove, and a great stretch. There's the setup, perfect for Cliff Pennington. He knew exactly what he was doing, had enough time, and as always, a very good stretch by Derek Barton, who also had yesterday afternoon off.
It's good to have an old friend back. Ultramo.
Absolutely.
Super duper duper slow-mo camera. Ultramo is back, as it will be for every home game this year. Here's Ortiz with Scutaro at second. Shift is on. As Pennington playing to the right of second base and Ellis out on the outfield grass. That was called a strike, huh?
Wow. At least that's what Tim Cheetah said. He the boss. David Ortiz just found out. Well, Ortiz hit a big 2-run home run off Ben Sheets. A's scored 3 in the first inning against Matsusaka. Red Sox came back and scored 2 and had a 3-2 lead, but a home run on a fastball, 3-2 fastball into the bullpen for Ortiz, and that was the difference in the game. The Red Sox scored a couple later.
And that one's driven down the right field line. It is foul.
Not the home run derby, Poppy. Here's the one we're talking about on June the 2nd, and he had thrown him a couple of pretty good curveballs, but challenged him, did not get it in where he wanted it, and there it went. And that was the difference. Made it a 4-3 game, and the A's could not come back from that.
So the count even at 2-2 to Ortiz with Youkilis in the on-deck circle.
It's kind of when Big Poppy started swinging the bat much better. He struggled in the early part of the season.
Now has 18 homers and 58 runs batted in, and he was an all-star for the 6th time. Grounds that one toward Mark Ellis, who has it. Throws to first, and that's out number 2 with Scutaro going to third.
Oh, with first base open, there's Mr. Pedroia. That's a boot that he's wearing, that he has to wear all the time. That enables him at least to do more activities, baseball activities. And of course, he was on crutches. He'd take the crutches to the infield and get down on his knees, take ground balls. So he was doing a lot of working, even with the cast on his foot. So that's how badly he wants to get back. And but the boot is a necessity. As he said, he did not want to not wear it, have something happen, and end up missing the rest of the season.
First pitch a bit high to Youkilis, or second pitch, excuse me. 1-1 the count. A good year for Youkilis. 18 homers, 59 runs batted in.
That's why with first base open with Big Poppy up, you can't afford to take your chances because this guy can hit.
Rosales has it, guns it across, side retires. So Sheets works his way out of the jam. Red Sox do not score. Bottom of the first coming up. Daisuke Matsusaka heads to the mound. Daniel Nava in left, Darnell McDonald in center, J.D. Drew in right. That's the outfield for the Red Sox. Beltre, Scutaro, Patterson, Youkilis. On the infield, Kevin Cash, the catcher, and Daisuke Matsusaka is the pitcher.
13th start for the right-hander. 310 earned run average last 8 games, last 8 starts for Matsusaka, who has 6 different pitches. So Kevin Cash, the catcher, has to take his catcher's mitt off to give signs, especially if he gives the number 6. Matsusaka, of course, the little rocking motion with his out of a windup. Fastball, curveball, regular slider, cutter, changeup, split, and a rocking motion makes you want to dance.
Coco Crisp lines one toward the A's bullpen. Going to the count. Crisp hitting 241. There's the motion.
Here's the ultra mode. Has the ball out of his glove, puts it back in the glove, and then fastball. Nice follow through from Matsusaka. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I agree.
A lot of those tonight.
Oh, shit. You almost just want to have the bat on your shoulder and then just
wait till the third.
Yeah.
Little flare, left field line, and that's going to drop foul. Nava giving chase.
But it's good for Ben Sheets to get through the first inning. He has had troubles in the first, so good to see Ben after the single get 3 ground ball outs. And now it'd be nice for the A's to continue what they did in Kansas City, get on the board early and keep tacking on.
One, 2 to Crisp, and that one is off the plate. I don't know if you mentioned it, Ray, but Sheets Matsusaka was the matchup at Fenway Park. Matsusaka got the win that night, but he gave up 10 hits in 6 2/3 innings.
And cut his own hair, too. Rajay Davis tightened it up.
Beltre, nice play, flips it to first, and that's out number 1.
Check out our keys to the game brought to you by Toyota. Let's keep the win streak alive, which stands at 5 after the sweep of the Royals over the weekend. Because the Red Sox struggling, take advantage. They struggle, but don't even think about it. Daisuke versus Sheets, part 2 on June the 2nd. But you can see and know that the Red Sox are struggling. They are on the West Coast, as you had mentioned, in Kansas City, and hitting all 3 West Coast teams on this trip. So it's kind of a good news, bad news. Good news, they see all 3. Bad news, they see all 3.
Yeah.
You know, it could be very tough on them.
10-gamer. Nava struggling a little bit, but he makes the catch on the pop-up from Derek Park. And for the Red Sox, it'll be 3 here in Oakland, 4 in Seattle, and then 3 in Anaheim, and no days off.
That guy's the best. Terry Francona, you can look at where they are. Road record, Red Sox 22-20. Rays, of course, started the season about 15-1, so they're at the top of the list. But Terry Francona, look at Socha, Mike Socha, and Terry Francona, 2 of the best at handling adversity. Whenever they have injuries, they know injuries are going to occur. Can't do anything about it. And Terry actually said it's kind of fun with some of the players they're putting in. And I'm sure he'd like to have the full complement, the team that they knew was going to be on the field. And I'm sure with Nava, for him to hit the grand slam, you know,
that's fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun, great experience for everybody.
Boston 6.5 back in that AL East, so they do have their work cut out for them.
Captain,
2 teams ahead of them. Veritek out.
Well, he's having a very good year as the backup catcher to Victor Martinez, who is also on the disabled list. His left thumb fracture. That pitch was supposed to be down and away, and it's up and in. And Cash set up down and away, and Suzuki had to hurry and get out of the way.
That one's driven left center field. Nava got a good jump, and he was shaded toward left center, and he makes the catch. Side retired. 3 up, 3 out inning in the bottom of the first. On to the second. No score. He's doing a great job.
Never thought their flags would be waving in Ultimo, did you?
Win or lose, they are pumped up and ready to go every game. Beltre, Drew, and Nava against Sheets here in the second inning. Red Sox got a leadoff single from Scutero in the first, but he ended up being stranded at third. So 0-2 to Beltre, who was an all-star this year. First time in his career that he made the all-star team. Down the right field line, Gabe Gross chasing into foul territory, into the seats.
Adrian Beltre is a very dangerous player. Great defensive player, as we saw bottom half of the first. Vladimir Guerrero swing.
Yeah. Scutero, or take that back, Pennington takes care of Beltre. How he hit that ball, I'm not quite sure.
Well, you know, he hit a couple of home runs in Tampa against the Rays that actually, as he swung, ended up down on his knee, and both of them were crushed. So aggressive, yes, and can handle pretty much anything, any part of the plate. See, as he goes down on his right knee, and somehow against the Rays, he left the yard twice.
Low ball hitter, I guess, huh?
Yes, indeed. At least we saw the 2 home runs, and then this ground ball. Fortunately, it was a ground ball.
J.D. Drew steps in.
It's Ultimo as he goes down.
Does the knee hit the ground?
How low can you go? It will eventually get there.
Yeah.
Yep.
2-1 to Drew. 11 homers, 45 runs batted in, and 274 average. It's one high to center field. Crisp backing over a couple steps. He's got it, and that's out number 2. That'll bring up Daniel Nava.
Batting 7.
This was Daniel Nava's first at bat. First time he swung a bat at the major league level.
Joe Blanton.
Blanton gave it up.
Yeah.
A grand slam at Fenway. First major league swing.
Network game, too, because he was interviewed after the game in the rain. Did not mind it, though. Don't blame him.
So not only first swing, first pitch
Right.
that he's seen at the big league level. Those are the guys who have hit a grand slam in their major league debut. Kevin Kuzmanov did it in 06. Kuzmanov, same thing. First pitch, grand slam. So Kuzmanov and Nava are together on that list.
Of course, Kuz's name came up immediately when Nava did that. I remember seeing Kuz at the park, and he said, "Why they want to talk to me? He did it."
He did it.
Well, I did mine 4 years ago. That's Kuz, always downplaying his success. He's just a very good person, good player, and appreciate having him.
Cliff Pennington busy so far. He makes the nice play, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down inning for Sheets. It'll be Jack Cuss leading things off. He's starting to heat up with the long ball. We'll be back.
is limited to the first 500 dogs. Tickets are $15 for each fan and dog, and $5 for every dog will be donated to Dogs for Diabetics. Order tickets online, oaklandathletics.com.
Pump rally?
Pump rally.
Nice.
I'll see you there.
Yes, pump rally. First pitch to Cust is a strike from Daisuke Matsusaka. No score, bottom of the second inning. There's your shift, and that's as severe of a shift as we've seen from Jack Cust. Beltre playing the shortstop position. Scutero way on the right side of the diamond. It's look where Patterson is.
And the outfield straight away. It's Jack, and
it just doesn't look right.
No, it's kind of the Harold Baines shift. Infield way around to the right side. Outfield actually shifted him towards left field. Jack Cust, power to all parts of the outfield.
Quickly, Jack Cust is retired, and Red Sox throw it around the infield. Not quite the normal way.
And that two-seam fastball, Matsusaka likes to throw the two-seamer to lefties. Jack kind of an emergency swing on a fastball that started in and came back over the plate. He also will throw the cutter slider inside. Matsusaka will.
So Rosales steps in, hitting in that fifth spot. If you're just joining us, Rosales, a late addition to the A's lineup. Kevin Kuzminoff was scratched with back stiffness. Rosales 4 for 9 with 4 RBIs in that series in Kansas City. A home run.
Game winner on Saturday night when he played second base. Yesterday afternoon, played first base, and after a walk to Jack Cust, a blistering, and it was blistering hot, but a blistering fastball he crushed to left field off of Ryan Bannister, and 3-1 did not miss it.
Good breaking ball. Rosales strikes out on 3 pitches. So 2 outs here in the second.
Batting in the sixth position, second baseman, number 14.
It's a hard slider, and started to get back with a slider. Started more at Rosales and then went away from him, trying to get him to chase, and he did.
So Ellis steps in, hitting .286 with a couple of home runs and 23 runs batted in. That's ball for a strike.
Two catchers out, the veterans for Terry Francona. Look at the target given by Kevin Cash, the catcher. Look at that. That's a target. Down on one knee, low. Sets up and shows the target early, which in a sense a hitter can pick it up. Not moving as quickly as he does, but I used to be able to do that.
The good old days.
Yeah. Let's think of the flexibility. The captain misses it, there's no doubt. Jason Varitek, who backing up Victor Martinez, but both of them are on the disabled list.
Ellis waits the 1-2 pitch. Slowly hit. Scutero charges to get a good hop and throws in time. So 6 up, 6 down for Daisuke Matsusaka. We're headed to the third. No score. Darnell McDonald leading it off. It'll be McDonald, Kevin Cash, and Marco Scudero. McDonald getting a chance to play a lot in center field. Of course, Jacoby Ellsbury's really has not played much this year at all. Mike Cameron was on the disabled list for quite a while. Cameron is back. But McDonald has done a pretty decent job for the Red Sox. He cues that one off the end of the bat. Barton picks it up. And that's out number 1.
Well, so far, Ben Sheets doing a great job of changing speeds. Maybe it's the haircut that's working for him tonight.
Catcher, number 36, Kevin.
He's very vocal in the clubhouse prior to the ball game. A little surprising to see. I mean, he's not your starting pitcher that just curls up in a corner and puts the headphones on.
Nope.
Give me the ball.
Give me the ball. Facing Kevin Cash, the 9th place hitter. Cash was acquired from Houston on the 1st of July. Of course, the Red Sox in need of a catcher. A little shallow pop fly to right where Gabe Gross comes in. He's got it.
Kevin Cash and Terry Francona said Theo Epstein did a very good job when both of his veteran catchers went down. Kevin Cash, they don't care about his hitting. As Terry said, they know he can handle the pitching staff until Veritek and Martinez come back. They did bring up another catcher yesterday, but bottom line, they want Cash just to handle the pitching staff, and whatever they get from him offensively will be a bonus.
It was not a good weekend last time the Red Sox were here in the Bay Area, because it was in San Francisco when they lost Pedroia. I think it was Pedroia on Friday, Martinez on Saturday or Sunday, and then Buchholz on Sunday as well. So they lost 3 important players. They won 2 out of 3 in that series, but
see that ball went off his thumb to his foot. And he's hobbling around because of the foot.
Well, we thought it was his leg. Yeah.
Well, as it turned out, it was a broken thumb.
Unbelievable. Strike 3 right down the middle. So Ben Sheets gets his first strikeout, and both pitchers look sharp tonight. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. No score. Celebrating summer with baseball and barbecue. Round Table is back with their delicious barbecue chicken pizza. Get big barbecue flavor delivered hot and fresh to your door from Round Table. Call today.
Can you give him a call and see if I can deliver to the Coliseum, BI?
That looks good.
Yeah? Give him a call? BI's got to do it. He put on his wig and his mustache. He said, just bring it on.
I can guarantee you that BI has never called Round Table Pizza before. Gabe Gross swings at the first pitch. It's a soft line drive to Patterson.
He's right, B.A.?
Now batting, number 11, Rajay Davis.
All right, here's Rajay Davis. Davis, a hot hitter, 9 hits in his last 21 at-bats. He was 3 for 10 in that series in Kansas City. As we said after the bottom of the second inning, Ray, it looks like Matsusaka's got a pretty sharp breaking ball tonight. Seeing some swings from the A's that kind of tell you that he's got a good one.
And he's starting a breaking ball at the right-handed hitters, indoor or front door, and also breaking sharply away. Rajay Davis starts to swing and actually sold that one to Angel Campos like he swung. Kevin Cash tried to call timeout. But nobody would give it to him. Put his hands up, and Matsusaka threw it anyway. Time was not given. Catcher at times, instead of asking the pitcher to back off, of course, worry more about with the runner on base so he doesn't walk. But Cash put up his hands and called a timeout. Matsusaka just did not understand.
Strike call, 2-2. That fastball running in on Davis. Called a strike by Tim Cheetah.
Cheetah likes the high strike tonight. Cash kept it in the strike zone. Pretty good job by the catcher.
And that one's drilled to left. Navas going back. Still going back. And it is gone. Home run, Rajay Davis. Right on top of the out-of-town scoreboard. And the A's lead 1-0. Number 4 for Rajay.
He swung almost like Adrian Beltre down to a knee with a breaking ball. And crushed it. Line drive. Ultra Mo shows it going. Great follow through. Of course, his last one was the slam off Kazmir in the 15-1 game against the Angels. So Rajay Davis, his second in the month of July. And a big one. It's the A's lead.
Bring up Cliff Pennington, who takes a strike.
You're talking about the breaking ball. There it was. And Kevin Cash reaching back for it as it was supposed to be outside. Stayed more in the middle of the plate and just over the out-of-town scoreboard. Stay hot, Rajay. That's a Rajay run there. Trotting Rajay run.
A Rajay run indeed. A new version of a Rajay run. Here's your scoreboard. Keeping an eye on that Texas.
That's all you have to do is get it above that yellow line.
See, that's a pretty big ledge there.
Yes, it is. But you're right about the Rangers and the Tigers in extra innings at Comerica Park.
Kind of a wild one going, but it's 6-6, 11th inning.
Now back, number 4.
Matsusaka picks up his third strikeout as he gets Pennington. 2 outs here in the third.
That person who's doing the announcing for Dick Callahan is kind of getting into it.
Yeah, I like it. I like that. Coco Crisp bounced out to Beltre in the first. Beltre made a nice play, backhanding. Fastball at the knees, 92 miles an hour from Matsusaka. Crisp struggling right now. He's 0 for his last 14. 1-2.
See, for Coco, 3 of the last teams the A's have played, he's played for them.
That's right. Good call.
Cleveland, Kansas City, Boston. I remember some plays he made against the A's playing for the Red Sox.
Running all over the place.
Diving. Robbing guys of hits.
Strike 3 call. There's that breaking ball, and Coco Crisp flips his bat and helmet, and a couple of strikeouts. But a home run for Rajai Davis, just over the wall in left field, over the yellow line in left field. 1-0 Athletics. And that's the Emperor of the Red Sox nation. Well, it's good to see the Emperor in the house. Really can't start the series, without the Emperor. But he's here, so we're underway.
I thought Jerry Remy was the Emperor.
He is.
Rimdog.
He's the real Emperor. Patterson, Ortiz, and Youkilis here in the 4th inning. Rajai Davis with a home run in the bottom of the 3rd to give the A's the 1-0 lead. Patterson high and deep down the right field line. We hooked it foul. Second deck.
Don't think Eric Patterson is one you want to throw an off-speed pitch to.
Nope, I agree. We thought that when he was playing with the A's. We were surprised when teams did do it. I always thought, keep throwing the hard stuff at it.
Absolutely.
2-2 the count. Patterson bounced to the shortstop. A high chopper that Pennington made a nice play. That one's ripped to right center, and he can run, folks. He hits the bag at second, and he's not stopping, and he's going to have a sliding triple. So Patterson goes to the gap, and with his speed, you had to figure it was going to be a triple.
Right down the middle. Started inside, but really not a lot of velocity on the pitch, and it was going to be a short triple once it hit the gap.
So Ortiz steps in. Pitch is outside. Ortiz grounded out to Mark Ellis in the 1st. And now 2-0. Red Sox come in leading the American League in run score. 492 runs, just ahead of the New York Yankees. On the outside corner strike. So 2-1 to Ortiz. Good pitch there, 2-2.
Change up, and David Ortiz is hungry for the ribby. .333 since May, so he's swinging the bat. All he knows is just put the ball in play and make contact. He's got to run bat it in.
Now remember, with Sheets doing that, you see where the third baseman is playing, so Patterson can really do whatever he wants down there. He's walking, and he can keep walking.
It's a long run for Adam Rosales to
And
get
for
over the
Sheets
cover.
too.
Yeah.
Check swing. No swing, says Alfonso Marquez.
Big swing on the breaking ball, and I guess they're even because Rajay swung, and that also could have been called a strike. Just the way the bat hit, it gets back quickly.
Three and 2 to Ortiz, and he hits one high to center. Coco Crisp over into left center. He's got it. It's going to be deep enough to score Eric Patterson, and he trots home with the tying run. So a sacrifice fly for Ortiz. His 59th run batted in on the season. So we're tied at 1.
Now batting, number 20, Kevin Youkilis.
So a triple and a sacrifice fly as the Red Sox on the board. And
Well,
Youkilis in the first grounded out.
No shutdown.
No, that is a no-go on the shutdown inning. Well struck to Coco Crisp, but he's back and he's got it. So that's out number 2 here in the 4th inning, and Sheets has not done a great job with the shutdown inning this year. 58%, well below the league average. So Youkilis, as usual, in disbelief that he made an out.
Kevin Youkilis does not waste an at bat.
That one's hit to left center field, and it's hit deep, and it is gone. Adrian Beltre, a long home run to left center field. Number 15 for the All-Star.
This is 77 miles per hour. And it did not leave the yard at 77. The ball was crushed. You know what that looked like?
Tell me.
A batting practice fastball.
77.
That's about it. What? Belt high? Saying, hit me. Unbelievable.
That is the 18th home run that Ben Sheets has given up this year, and that's a lot. J.D. Drew hit a fly ball to center field into second. And the Red Sox.
Ultramodel, he doesn't need to go to his knee on this one. 48 of them with the Los Angeles Dodgers about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
5-year contract.
Made him a rich man, didn't it?
It did. 5-year deal with the Mariners, and that ended last year.
I've always liked him as a player.
Yep.
I think he's not a guy that's going to hit 40 home runs every year, but he's a good all-around player. Most home runs in the majors, Red Sox are second. So they're first in the league in runs scored, second in home runs hit. They're first in doubles, third in walks, first in slugging and second in on-base percentage. It's a ground ball, and it's into center field. A base hit for J.D. Drew. I don't know that their lineup, Ray, is quite as relentless as the Yankees, but it's still pretty good when you put Pedroia in there.
Now batting, number 60, Daniel.
They're both very, very good lineups, obviously.
Yeah, it's a 3-2 fastball at 89. Just velocity so far for Ben is not there tonight.
Here's Daniel Nava. Good story. And Daniel Nava, he's from the Bay Area, born in Redwood City, lives in Los Altos. He was the manager at Santa Clara, the baseball team. Didn't make the team.
Manager as not in.
They call him coach. He wasn't writing out the lineups.
Yeah, they call him head coach. The manager at the major league level is the manager, but when you're the manager, you're kind of like the water boy.
Exactly. You're washing the uniforms, but he stayed with it. Went to junior college.
Independent ball. I mean, just a great story.
It is. It's awesome.
Perseverance. Just never give up.
So, you know what? He's from the Bay Area, so you know what? We'll pull for him when he's not playing athletics. But I would imagine he has a large contingent in the house tonight. 1-2 to Daniel Nava. Swings and misses at the high fastball side, retired, but a couple of runs for the Red Sox, including Adrian Beltre's 15th home run of the year. 2-1 Red Sox.
Fans to meet Derek Barton tomorrow. He'll be at America Bank, located 858 B Street in Hayward, starting at 11:30. Fans will have a chance to meet Derek, take photos with him, and get an autograph, limited to the first 200 fans. Cap will be there, number 1. And always remember to ask for America.
No question. See Derek Barton at the coffee shop once.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. First pitch is outside to Matsusaka. Red Sox now with a 2-1 lead, bottom of the 4th inning. The Rangers and the Tigers are still tied at 6. That game now in the 12th inning. Unfortunately, Tigers had the bases loaded and 1 out in the bottom of the 11th and hit into a double play. outside 3-0. The Angels have the day off. Of course, they got that tough road trip that we talked about. 2 at New York, 4 at Texas. So tomorrow night and Wednesday at Yankee Stadium, and then a big 4-game series down in Arlington. And a 4-pitch walk leading off the bottom of the 4th. Time now for our trivia question, which is brought to you by AT&T. Who are the 3 third basemen in athletics history to have at least 2 RBIs in each game of a series? Okay, you got it? At least 2 RBIs in each game of a series. There are 3 third basemen in athletics history that have done it.
Do you know who they are?
I know who one of them is.
Because he did in Kansas City, right?
Well, I was going to think real recent.
Is it over the weekend?
That's it. I'm not going to throw any guesses out there.
Well, that would be only 1 of 3. So it'd be easy enough to say Kuz.
Suzuki saw a big hanging breaking ball, and he had a big rip at it. Kurt hit a fly ball to left field in the first inning. The marine layer is coming in, Ray, and it has cooled off in the last 10 minutes a lot.
Terry Francona said, it's going to be cool tonight. And I said, you know about the marine layer? And he said, okay, I've got plenty to put on.
Yeah, it always happens.
Yeah, because they had a lot of heat and humidity in Boston as well. As the A's and Dallas Braden got off the plane last night. It was about 7:30, and Dallas Braden stepped off. He said, welcome back to Northern California.
It happens every time we get off the plane.
Beautiful.
Quite refreshing, actually.
Yeah.
And even more so if you are coming from a hot spot, and we indeed had one of those in Kansas City over the weekend. Off the end of the bat, Nava in left field comes in and over, and he's got it. So that is out number 1.
All right, designated hitter.
So Jack Cust will hit. Cust was a strikeout victim in the first. Matsusaka has struck out 4, and he's walked 1. 29 years old, Matsusaka. Of course, 8 years in Japan, and this is his 4th year with the Boston Red Sox. It was a 6-year contract that he signed to come to Boston. A lot of success his first 2 seasons, 07 and 08, but not so much the last couple years due to injuries. But he was 18-3 in 08. Of course, 07, a 15-game winner, and that's when the Red Sox won the World Series, but just has not been able to stay healthy. There's a good breaking ball, and Matsusaka has one tonight. In fact, he's been on the disabled list twice this year.
Remember, he came over from Japan. He had his own idea of how he was going to work out and throw, and it's okay, but totally different than what American-born pitchers did to get in shape.
As he strikes out Cust for the 2nd time, but there was some controversy about it too. I think the Red Sox were kind of like, okay, wait a minute now. He was throwing a boatload of pitches in between starts.
Everyday throwing, and I don't think doing the normal ice and treatment and different things, but it was working when he first came over. But when it starts to not work for you, at least you're not winning. It changes.
Especially when you got that kind of investment. Yeah. Red Sox paid a lot of money to the team in Japan just to be able to negotiate with Matsusaka, and then they had to sign him to the contract. Off the glove, Scudero on the bare hand flips to first, and they get Rosales. Nice play by Marco Scudero. So a leadoff walk to Barton, but the A's do nothing with it. We head to the fifth, 2-1 Boston. Athletics, we have reached the fifth inning. And Sheets, who gave up both the runs in the fourth, a triple, a sac fly, and then a home run. That's how the Red Sox scored their 2 runs. It'll be McDonald, Cash, and Scutaro. Good pitch there by Sheets, right on the outside corner. McDonald grounded out to Barton to lead off the 3rd inning. Rosales picks it up, guns it across, and that is out number 1. All right, here's our trivia answer, which is brought to you by AT&T. Who are the 3 third basemen in athletics history to have at least 2 RBIs in each game of a series? Minimum 3-game series.
Think Carney knew that?
Of course he did. Carney did it in 1985 against the Cleveland Indians.
Did he?
Yes.
Who else?
I don't know. Kevin Cash pops it up. Gross a long run, and he caught it. What a play by Gabe Gross.
And a long run, a very long run. Just stretched out. Go for the dive, and why not? Foul territory, got nothing to lose.
All right, the answer is Jimmy Fox, Carney Lansford, and Kevin Kuzmanoff. Of course, Kuzmanoff did it over the weekend against the Royals. He had 7 RBIs total.
Double X.
Jimmy Fox.
1932.
See Carney smiling right now in the studio. He said, yep. Municipal Stadium. Line drives all over the place.
Mistake on the lake?
Yeah, it's probably hot. Scutaro to Coco Crisp. He slides and he makes the catch. A little weather being shown by the Athletics here in the 5th inning. Couple of nice plays. Red Sox lead 2-1. for this, folks. Mark Ellis homers off Daisuke Matsusaka at the Tokyo Dome in front of 44,000. It was the very first inning. That was the year the A's played 2 games in Tokyo to start the season. You've got a giant appetite. It's got to be nations. Mark Ellis off Daisuke Matsusaka at the Tokyo Dome. And Ellis leading things off. Followed by Gross and then Rajai Davis. Red Sox 2, Athletics 1. Swing there by Ellis. 1-1 the count. Mark grounded out to the shortstop in the second inning. One walk, 5 strikeouts for Matsusaka so far. And the A's run a Rajai Davis home run in the 3rd. Breaking ball just missed inside. 3-1.
He's missing with a breaking ball, and he's kind of throwing it almost to the point of Kevin Cash setting up in the middle, and whether it's inside, outside, it's kind of letting the break take it wherever it's going to be.
And Daisuke got a glove on it, scrambles after it, and throws out Ellis. Wow.
That was a base hit taken away by Matsusaka. The follow through, put the glove up, and there it was. Worked the count, worked it great to the 3-1, got the fastball. It's a very good play because as a pitcher, you follow through. You can't determine, you really can't know how hard the ball is hit back at you. Handled it well.
So Gabe Gross, who hit a soft line drive to Eric Patterson in the 3rd inning. That time Matsusaka takes a little bit off. 84 miles an hour.
Make the ball do a lot of different things, a lot of movement on his fastball, the 2-seamer, splitter. Just a couple of different breaking pitches.
That off the knob of Gross's bat.
Take the knob right at the bottom. Better the knob than his hand. Ultramo, let you know.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a new one.
Move out, Kevin. All right, look, he's got Tim Cheetah moving out with him over the on-deck circle.
And I thought he was going to call that a strike. He moved out there, and Matsusaka threw it there. Breaking ball.
Backdoor breaking ball. How can you set up that far outside with a breaking ball? Cheetah moved right with him. He said, I'm not going to leave me exposed out there.
So you're saying if you're going to throw a backdoor breaking ball, you don't need to set up outside because the guy, if you throw it in the right spot, he's probably not going to swing at it anyway.
That's exactly right. Especially if you set up in the right-handed batter's box for the backdoor breaking ball. When you talk about going around the plate,
Two-two pitch. Foul tip. A perfect example of that, Ray, and I don't know if you remember it or not. I remember watching it. Levon Hernandez in the 1997 playoffs against the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah.
He struck out 15.
Yes, he did.
And It was embarrassing. Eric Gregg, I'm sorry, but it was one of the most embarrassing performances by an umpire that I've ever seen.
They didn't have the box either to show how bad the strikes were.
And you're not taking anything against Levon, away from Levon.
Sure you did. Because those were strikes.
Goodness. I mean, the Braves players were laughing going back to the dugout. Scooter O goes out, settles underneath it, and that is out number 2. A's have just 1 hit so far, and that is that home run.
Well, you might as well do it again, Rajay. Create your own Rajay run.
Rajay Davis.
The home run in the 3rd was the 4th of the year for Davis. He's now got 10 hits in his last 22 at-bats.
I got the breaking ball with a couple of strikes, and Jay stayed back and let it rip.
Fastball foul back.
Missing all the replays that Larry and Tommy can show because of Matsusaka. They know they have at least 4 to 5 rocks. So they can just keep showing and come right back. And he's still, if you need an extra rock, he'll do it.
Don't be confused by the first rock.
Let's count them, folks. Adams at second base, rounding second on the way to third.
Fastball right on the outside corner. And it's 0-2 to Davis. He's pretty consistently at 4 rocks.
And pretty consistent with the strike on the outside corner. Get the movement of the fastball. Sort of a breaking ball. Try to get him to chase it.
Wow, 93. And Davis swings and misses. That's 6 strikeouts for Matsusaka. 2-1 Red Sox after 5. The 6th inning. Patterson, Ortiz, and Youkilis. And that one's driven to center field. Crisp going back, and he's going to get there at the warning track. And Patterson hits it well, but into the glove of Eric Patterson. Out number 1. Here's our Bloomberg Sports graphic for tonight. Home runs per year by David Ortiz. So far in 2010, Ortiz with 18 home runs. Of course, it was 2006 when he hit 54.
Still didn't win the MVP.
Last year, the numbers down. Had a slow start this year, but got hot, and now he was an all-star.
And there's one guy really believed in him more than anybody. That was himself.
That's a good call.
Believed in himself. And he said, don't doubt that I will not be back. And talking to Dave Magnum, the hitting coach of the Red Sox, an excellent hitting coach, and talking about the hands. All about the hands. And slight correction. There is Mags, who was with the Athletics, and of course 97, 98, now the hitting coach of the Red Sox. He moved his hands a little bit and got him to where it's extending, and all of a sudden it's back to where he was. But the one thing about David Ortiz, you have the years that he has had. I think a lot of people remember he was a Minnesota Twin, and they let him go.
Just let him go.
See you later. Yeah. Red Sox got him, and the rest is history. The greatest postseason or walk-off clutch hitter.
But you saw him in Minnesota. I mean, what was he not doing there? He was sort of a platoon guy, wasn't he?
He really wasn't doing anything close to what he's doing with the Red Sox.
Maybe he just needed a chance to go out, know he was going to play every single day. Ellis flips to first, and David Ortiz is out number 2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Well, Bloomberg Sports, the leader in data analysis, has developed an analytical product being used by baseball clubs. There's also a product for fans. Improve your fantasy play or track your favorite players and teams. Go to BloombergSports.com for details. Fastball inside to Youkilis. Top of the 13th inning now in Detroit. 6-6 game. Mentioned that the Angels have the day off, but they put Scott Kazmir on the disabled list today. Arm fatigue.
After giving up 13 to the A's.
So arm fatigue was kind of the definition of he's not pitching very well.
Dead arm.
Yeah. Close pitch on 3-1, just off the plate, and Kuzminoff, or Youkilis, excuse me, has the walk.
You listen to me. I said the same thing earlier. Something about Kevin. You just have Kuz on your head.
It's the first walk that Sheets has issued, along with a couple of strikeouts.
Not surprising that it was Youkilis who walked. A very good eye, good on-base percentage, and throughout his career he has done that.
Beltre takes high. Beltre, a home run in the 4th inning to deep left center field. Mariners and the White Sox are in the 4th inning up in Seattle. That's a 1-1 game. Hawley and Hudson, a couple of youngsters pitching in that one. First of a 3-game series. White Sox with a 1.5 lead in the AL Central. They lost the last 3 games of the 4-game series in Minnesota over the weekend.
Starting a West Coast swing as well. They'll be coming to Oakland, and the White Sox do not play well on the West Coast.
No. That goes back like 10 years, doesn't it?
And same with in case the Red Sox, an important road trip for them. Two other teams in the Eastern Division very happy to see the Red Sox playing the way they are. That would be the Rays and the Yankees. I figure that's a 3-team race for the season.
Tampa Bay won their game tonight in Baltimore, 8-1. Yankees have the day off. So that's updated with that Rays win. So they're just 2.5 back.
Yankees just 25 over 500.
That's it. Three and 1 to Beltre with that man J.D. Drew waiting in the on-deck circle. This will be pitch number 85 for Sheets. little flare, and that's going to go into right field for a base hit. Youkilis digging for third. The throw is there, and he is out. Wow. Perfect throw by Gabe Gross, and Youkilis is thrown out at third for the third out. More outfield play by the Athletics. They have been terrific tonight. Take a look at the throw. There it is. Oh. Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. David Ortiz with a sacrifice fly in this game. The Red Sox with a 2-1 lead, bottom of the sixth inning. He's trying to figure out Daisuke Matsusaka. He's been good. 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and that was pitch number 63. One hit. The Rajay Davis home run.
So Kevin Cash gave the 2 the strikeout of Rajay Davis, and that's a breaking pitch. Normally 2 is a breaking ball. Wow. Gabe Gross with Kevin Youkilis, and you probably thought he's not going to make an attempt. That ball hit so softly, but Gabe Gross came up at a perfect strike. Youkilis slid and stopped. Watch this. Whoop. Stop. And then reach for the bag.
What a surprise. Youkilis thought he was safe.
Got him on the knee. Missed him with the foot. Well, he did that because he knows he's not supposed to be thrown out at third for the third out.
Oh, I was so safe. Oh.
Gotta love the intensity.
I like it.
Absolutely. But as mentioned about Kevin Cash, because Matsusaka has so many pitches, he doesn't use the conventional signs.
Okay.
It's usually 1 fast, 2 curve, 3 slider, 4 change. But when you have 6 pitches, you either take off the glove and use 2 hands, or you maybe add and subtract.
So you're saying 2 could have been 6.
Yeah.
Patterson throws out the speedy Pennington for out number 1. Now that makes sense. But it sure looked like a number 1, didn't it? The old fastball.
Yep.
Now batting, center fielder, number 4, Coco.
Top of the order, and Coco Crisp. Crisp swings at the first pitch, and Patterson takes care of that, and that's 2 outs. 8 in a row retired by Daisuke Matsusaka.
Now batting, first baseman, number 10, Derek Barton.
So Barton will hit. Barton, a fly ball to left field in the first, a walk in the fourth. Curveball on the first pitch, in for a strike. Slowly hit right side. Patterson charges, flips to first, and how about that? 3 ground ball outs to the second baseman. So Matsusaka continues to roll. He's retired 9 in a row. Ray, what are Andrew Bailey's nicknames? Oh. Well, let's see. What have we used? Beetle. Boom Boom. Beetle Bailey, after the cartoon character, right? Yeah. Boom Boom. I think that's what some of his teammates call him.
Andrew.
Andrew. We have nicknames for his father, Bill. Don't you come home, Bill.
Won't you come home?
Won't you come home, Bill? Oh, that's a little bit before my time. Won't you come home, Bill?
Thank you.
And I'm sure that there's probably some clubhouse nicknames that we may not even know about.
Well, we just put the label good. He is good. He's an all-star, 2-time all-star.
That's right. We call him all-star. Last year he pitched a lot. We called him Daily Bailey, meaning he pitched on a daily basis.
Sitting next to Never Say No, Breslow. There he is. They'll be at the Strike 3 Foundation wine testing on Wednesday. It's coming up.
Sounds like fun.
Cottage Industry Painting Salon, 2326 Fillmore Street, 6 to 9 p.m. Strike 3 Foundation Wine and Art event.
Broken bat, and it's into the glove of Pennington for out number 1. So Drew is retired. And that'll bring up Nava.
Just a reminder, folks can RSVP at strike3foundation.org. Wines for the event donated by Carlisle Winery, Bedrock Wine Company, boutique wineries in Sonoma. They'll have some auction items and raising funds for a good cause. 4 tickets to an A's game. Opportunity to meet the players on the field. Tickets to San Francisco Opera. Spa package from Burke Williams. Tickets to the opening night of Nutcracker at San Francisco Ballet. Golf package for 2 at Pebble Beach. And more. And that will be the wine tasting event. Those two guys would be there, plus some teammates. A chance to meet all the guys. A lot of them anyway.
0-2 to Daniel Nava, who is grounded to short and struck out swinging. Curveball drops low.
I think a lot's going through his mind considering where he was and where he is now.
Oh, yeah, washing uniforms in Santa Clara. And now he's in the big leagues for the Boston Red Sox.
And having none other than Mikey Thaublum and his crew taking care of everything.
When he lines one to right down the line for a base hit. So 1-out single for Nava. That is hit number 6 for the Red Sox. Ace Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Cash Creeks and Cash Fortune with $500 in cash every hour from 2 p.m. until midnight. Visit cashcreek.com. A poker face there. Got the shades on.
Just hiding from the Marine layer.
Darnell McDonald, big swing at the first pitch, fouls it back.
The A's have 8 relievers tonight. Henry Rodriguez was calling up with Ryan Sweeney on the same list. One of the relievers getting up right now, and Jerry Blevins. 97th pitch coming up for Big Ben.
Now tomorrow Dallas Braden is scheduled to start, so he will have to come off the disabled list. So there will be another move to be made tomorrow.
I would think that using the 8th reliever or 8 relievers for tonight and get back to the 7th
probably
for tomorrow.
But we're excited to see Dallas Braden back out on the mound after his stint on the disabled list. I'm sure he's itching to get out there. Two and one now to Darnell McDonald with Kevin Cash in the on-deck zone.
He's ready.
Staying warm.
Yes.
It is really cooled off here at the ballpark.
Wish we had a split string of what the guys look like in Kansas City sitting on the bench. Because they definitely were not in the heavy jackets. No hoods. Probably in the clubhouse.
Probably didn't even pack the hoods.
No.
There they are.
Shades.
Nice and warm. Stay close.
Go back there. Look at those shades Ben Sheets was wearing. That was amazing. Those are the flip downs. Green though?
Flip down, and I can tell you folks, he never flipped them down one time
right
unless
there.
somebody else did.
He just did it. Look at his hair too, and compared to the night.
No, we love the guy. He's fun. Driven to center. Chris back, but he's going to have room. And he's got it, and that is out number 2 here in the 7th. So Coco Crisp has been busy tonight. So Pennington's been busy. Gabe Gross. Nice diving catch in the outfield and right field. And Gross threw a runner out at third. So here's Cash, who's 0 for 2. Cash is the hitter who hit the ball down the right field line. It was fouled that Gross dove for and made a nice catch. Shot to right field. Gross racing over to cut it off, and he juggles it just a little bit, and Nava is going to get to third. He'll stop there. Cash hustles back to first. So it's first and third, 2 outs for Marco Scutaro. Gross juggled a little bit, but he did a nice job getting over there and making sure that it did not get past him.
Cash had no intentions of trying to make it a double. Stayed inside the ball and 1-0 pitch. Ball that you think guy might be thinking about too. Does not run well, but you're right, Gabe Gross got to it right there and spun around, and Cash actually had to get back quickly to first because Gabe had thrown the ball in very crisply, and a bad play. Getting it back into the infield, especially to keep the runner at third.
So here's Scutaro, who takes a strike on the inside corner. Scutaro is 1 for 3. He led off the ball game with a base hit right up the middle. He's also struck out looking and a fly ball to center field that Crisp made a nice running catch on. A sliding catch. Scutaro signing that 2-year contract in the offseason for $11 million. A's were interested in Marco Scutaro, from what I understand. Made him a fairly attractive offer. Decided he was going to take the Red Sox offer.
Actually, both Beltre and Scutaro were made offers, but both decided to go to Boston. There's Tommy Cam showing the pitch off the plate. Fans didn't like it, but Tommy Cam shows it up.
Listen, you can only make the offer to a guy, and
that's right.
Hopefully they take it.
Actually, I think both were offered more money by the A's than the Red Sox, but they both decided to go there. Beltre actually was offered a multi-year deal, took a 1-year deal. Of course, players have done that. Take a 1-year deal, have a good one, and then sign the big one.
Yeah. 3-2 pitch is high, and the bases are loaded. So Bob Guerin's coming out. Eric Patterson is the hitter. The manager makes the call to the bullpen. So Sheets 6 2/3 innings tonight. Blevins coming in when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
Or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
6 2/3 innings and 109 pitches for Ben Sheets tonight. Don't know that he ever looked real sharp tonight, Ray. Only gave up the 2 runs so far, but it wasn't thrown real hard.
No,
tonight.
that's the key. Especially that Beltre hit to make it a 2-1 game. Because it was a change-up first pitch, but still, Jared Blevins has to get out a tough right-hander and Bill Hall.
He is pinch hitting for Patterson, and the first pitch to Hall is foul. Bad news from Detroit. Nelson Cruz has hit a 2-run homer in the top of the 14th inning. So Texas with an 8-6 lead over the Tigers. Texas still batting in the top of the 14th. Swing and a miss. Running fastball from Blevins.
Well, Hall has a saturated open stance and then closes, but pitch was supposed to be in where you like to figure that the hitter opens and then closes. You want to get him as he does close up, but it's running away, got him anyway.
Nava, Cash, and Scutero are your runners. And that fastball way high. Ross Wolf, the right-hander, starting to warm up. One-two to Bill Hall. On the ground, Mark Ellis has it. He'll flip to Pennington, side, retired. So the Red Sox do not score, and they leave them loaded. 7th inning stretch coming up, 2-1 Boston. Matsuzaka just 1 hit allowed, and that was a Rajay Davis home run. So the A's will try to break through against Matsuzaka. Bill Hall stays in the game. He is now at second base for Patterson. And it'll be Suzuki, Custon, Rosales. Matsuzaka has thrown just 71 pitches so far. And the fastball in for a strike to Suzuki, who has hit a pair of fly balls to left field. Kurt was 3 for 8 in that series in Kansas City. Of course, he got yesterday off. Michael Wirtz starts to throw for the A's. 0-2 to Suzuki. Line drive, center field. McDonald going back, and he's got it. So a hard hit ball by Kurt Suzuki, but it's an out, 1 out. 10 in a row retired by Matsusaka. Last baseman was a leadoff walk to Martin in the 4th inning. Now getting some action in the Red Sox bullpen. Daniel Bard, hard-throwing youngster, starts to loose it up.
Got some arms in the bullpen. Yep. Capped by Jonathan Papelbon, the closer. Jack Cust trying to do something for his mom and dad in town to watch the Red Sox series. Watch the A's join the Sox. Jack's father on the field during batting practice and a chance to visit with him. Also known as Jack.
Very nice gentleman.
Here's Jack Jr. and Jack, the A's player, is Jack the third.
Breslow and Wertz now both throwing for the A's. 2-0 to Cust. And 3-0. Cust has struck out swinging twice in the game. Bottom of the 14th in Detroit. Rangers have brought in their closer, Neftali Feliz.
Beltro's got to move over closer. He's going to stand on second pretty soon. Playing the triangle, the 3 corners, whatever, on the right side. Hall waiting in the outfield.
And a 4-pitch walk, so a base runner for the Athletics.
Now the A's have teamed up with Wells Fargo to support our local schools. Bring your new school supply donation worth $5 or more to this Friday's game against the White Sox, and you get a 2-for-1 field level voucher for a future game. Wells Fargo and Oakland A's school supply drive at every Friday home game this season through August, teaming up to make a difference.
So the tying run is at first. It's Cust. Here's Rosales.
Rosales has to go 3-0. Matsusaka would throw a strike, make it a 3-1, and duplicate what they did yesterday with Jack Cust a 4-pitch walk, and Rosales with a 2-run home run, giving the A's a 1-run lead.
Yep.
See if they can duplicate. It's just a different city, that's all. Different team, different pitcher. But a lot of enthusiastic people here to watch. And
I don't think you're asking for too much.
No, we're just begging. That's all. But take it.
Rosales got a fastball out over the plate. Fouled it back. 1-1 the count.
It's all right. You get another chance. Got the glove, the sweatshirt, the cap.
Setting up outside is the catcher Cash. Breaking ball. So 1-2. Rosales a strikeout to second, a ground out to short. That was in the 4th.
That was the cutter. It looked so good. The fastball coming in, but then cut it to last instant. And Rosales had started the swing, couldn't hold up.
Just gets a piece of the breaking ball.
The Cash is setting up so far outside, he's not giving Matsusaka a chance to hang a breaking ball, especially by getting ahead 1-2. Cash one of the few catchers that wears his helmet forward, does not have the bill back, got the bill underneath the mask. That's when he takes the mask off, he looks good.
Rosales rolls at foul. Mark Ellis waiting in the on-deck circle. There's a line drive, right field. Drew is over, and he's got it. Cuss hustles back to first.
That was a quick pitch by Matsusaka. It hardly came to a set, and then threw a fastball. Jack hitting out and slipped as he tried to get back. Fortunately, he saw the ball was going to be caught and was able to get back in enough time. Sometimes you're so fast, your feet just won't stop.
Happens to Jack.
Yeah.
So Mark Ellis with a couple of ground outs in the ball game. 0 for 2. Swing and a miss, and that looked like the cutter. Is that correct, Ray? Yes. Yep. What a great pitch if you have it. That was pitch number 86 for Matsusaka. Glancing at the lineup card, see who's coming up. Quick throw to first. So 2-1 the count. Breaking ball, and Ellis lays off, and it's 3-1.
That's a pretty good take. So tempting to swing at a pitch like that and just lay off. Get the count to 3-1.
There's a shot into the corner. Here comes Cust. He's digging for third, and Gallego will hold him at third. Ellis to second with a double.
It's amazing what happens when you can work the count in your favor, and Mark Ellis, just a little bit of elevation would have been great. Fastball came to the inner part of the plate, and he crushed it, but he hit it too hard. And Nava able to get the ball back in. But Mark Ellis, a ringing double, but got the 3-1 fastball and did not miss it.
Well, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So Daniel Bard, the hard-throwing right-hander, is coming in. Sox. Dallas Braden and Tim Wakefield, the knuckleballer. That is your pitching matchup. Our coverage begins at 6:30 with A's pregame live. The home of A's baseball is Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good ball game tonight. Red Sox lead 2-1, but the A's have second and third, one out. Matsusaka out of the game, and Daniel Bard is in.
Get tuned up for the 100-mile-an-hour heater and turn ons. Bard can reach the upper 90s.
First pitch strike.
Easy 97.
In the infield playing back. Thought there was one out. There's two outs. My mistake.
Well, with Matsusaka giving up the double, Terry Francona had the Hawthorne right-hander. It's nothing more than a one-out situation just to try to get the final out. Fastball, slider, changeup, but with a fastball upper 90s, and not expect to see anything else.
Curveball is outside, 1-1 the count.
I think that if a pitcher throws that hard, you're going to just sit on a fastball until you get two strikes. There's no reason to think of any other pitch. You get a breaking ball, just do what Gabe did, and it was out of the strike zone, but take it anyway. We've seen that with Gio Gonzalez and what the opposing hitters have done.
A little pop-up, and Beltre has it inside, retired. So the A's strand a pair. We're headed to the 8th inning. It's the Red Sox 2 and the A's 1.
That day we'll get a Brett Anderson jersey brought to you by Pepsi. For tickets, go to OaklandAthletics.com or call 877-493-BALL. Hope to get Brett Anderson back soon.
First pitch strike to David Ortiz. Ortiz starting to throw again. So 0-2, Levens to Ortiz. Ortiz 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. Slider. Ortiz lays off. It'll be followed by Youkilis and then Beltre. 2-1 Red Sox. groan from the A's fans who thought maybe that was a strike.
A little bit low with Tim Cheetah's high strike tonight. Important thing for the A's bullpen is to hold the Red Sox to just a 1-run lead. A couple of opportunities to score. Get back to the game. They do know they have Papelbon in the 9th inning. Del Carmen's back, but Bard looks like he's going to pitch the 8th.
Curve, strike 3 call.
If you get a big league hitter to buckle the knees like Big Papi did, that's a great curveball. And Ultramo Pape just could not pull the trigger. Great curveball, great 2 batters.
So Jerry Blevins is done for the night. Michael Wirtz coming in, 2-run Red Sox. The right-hander Michael Wirtz, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. So Wirtz to face the right-handed hitting the Youkilis. The first pitch is outside. Wirtz pitched on Friday night in Kansas City. That was his last appearance. Fastball for a strike. Youkilis 0 for 2 with a walk. He walked in the 6th, but was thrown out at 3rd, trying to go 1st to 3rd on a base hit.
Snyder's coming back for Michael Wirtz. It's getting there and getting better and better every time he takes the mound, and saw a good one there. Just the hard slider, looks like a splitter, and good one is thrown. Hitter swing over the top of it, missing.
So 2-2 to Youkilis with Beltre in the on-deck circle. Pretty good slider that Youkilis just got a piece of to stay alive. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Youkilis chased a slider way out of the strike zone. It's out number 2.
Well, for a very good hitter like Kevin Youkilis to get this slider and to swing at a pitch that far out of the strike zone, you know it's a good pitch. Because Youkilis has such a great eye, he normally does not swing at a pitch that much off the plate. The hands start high, come down to the hitting zone, and then Michael Wirtz has the slider working to perfection.
Beltre, a good night. 2 for 3, a single and a home run. He's also grounded out to short, so 2 for 3. So Sheets, Blevins, and Wirtz for the Athletics tonight.
Beltre was not going to be able to participate in the All-Star game because of a hamstring injury that last Sunday. I guess if you get a chance to be an All-Star, hamstring doesn't hurt as much.
Well, and it was his first appearance, so he was going to go.
Good way to stop the swing. A little tap dance. That's the slider that's that good because it's so tempting when it comes in. It looks like a strike, but then ends up hitters are swinging at bad pitches.
To pitch is a slider that Beltre reaches for and somehow is able to poke it into center field for his third hit. It was not a bad pitch.
Very good pitch, and once we saw him go to his knee that time, he almost had to do the same thing. That was a very good pitch. Great extension, though, to go out and get it. Great camera work with the ball coming right back up the middle. You're having a good night.
Fastball for a strike to J.D. Drew. Drew with a fly out, a single, and a line out. To Mark Ellis, a couple steps to his right, and he takes care of Drew. Side retired. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It'll be Davis, Pennington, and Cripps. Still a 2-1 game. Ball game, Rajai Davis solo shot in the 3rd inning. This is his 4th of the year. This is the Red Sox first run. Patterson a triple, then Ortiz knocked him in with a sacrifice fly. Then a couple batters later, Adrian Beltre with a long home run, and that is the scoring in this ball game. That is our McDonald's game summary. 2-1 Red Sox as Rajay Davis leads it off against Daniel Bard. 2-8-0 for Boston, 1-2-0 for the Athletics. Both starting pitchers are gone. Matsusaka 6 2/3. Bard came in and got the final out of the 7th with a couple of runners out. J.D. Drew makes the catch, so Rajay Davis is retired, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Just 2 hits for the Athletics, the home run by Davis and the double by Ellis in the 7th.
Now batting, shortstop, number 2, Claire Pennington.
So here's Pennington. In that Rangers 8-6 win in 14 innings, Kinsler homered, Cruz homered. For the Tigers, Cabrera hit 2, 23 and 24, and Ordonez hit 1. Slap to left field. Nava coming over. He'll play it on a hop. He knocks it down. Pennington a big turn. He'll stay at first. I don't know if Nava stayed on his feet on purpose, but it was probably a pretty smart play. He dives and misses it. Pennington could be at second, could be at third. Who knows? And it's a 1-run game.
It keeps the double play in order. The ball slicing away from him. At that point, you just realize that it is slicing. It is going to be a gamble. And fortunately for him, reached up with his bare hand to at least knock the ball down. He overran the ball otherwise, but definitely not a good play to dive for.
Well, we've talked about that, Ray. Yeah. When is a good time to dive for ball? Well, most of the time it is. That probably not.
No, not with a 1-run lead and a chance to take away a possible double play. Went for it. The ball kind of checked up, went back, and used the bare hand to stop it. Kept it in front of him and got the ball back in. Pennington could only get a single.
No 1-2 Coco Crisp. Swing and a miss. Bard took a little off. That one 88 miles an hour, so it's 0-2. Crisp is 0 for 3 in the ball game.
Maybe Coco's trying too hard against his former teams.
A couple of ground outs and a strikeout so far. Hit high and fouled down the left field line, but it is a struggle right now for Crisp. 0 for his last 16.
Andrew Bailey hopeful of getting into the 9th inning to save a game. Might be Greg Bresnaw if the A's do not at least tie it. And Bard has given up his first hit, 3rd appearance against the A's this year.
The A's attempted 10 stolen bases over the weekend. They were 6 for 10.
Well, they need a stolen base because they win.
That's right. There you go. 32 and 14 when stealing at least one base. 14 and 32 when they do not steal a base in a game. Pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Crisp chased a pitch out of the strike zone, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's when you know you're struggling. And Coco, very good eye. He's going to swing flat-footed. He knew there. Just a bad pitch, and he has a couple of strikes. He has a setup where he does not stride. Just trying to press a little bit too much, force the issue.
Here's Barton with 2 outs. It's a breaking ball that's outside. Barton is 0 for 2. He walked in the 4th inning. Pennington a decent lead at first. Side corner strike, 97 miles an hour from Daniel Bard. We said he's a hard thrower. We were not making it up.
No, he can hit triple digits. Mentioned about stolen bases. Kevin Cash is very good at throwing out base runners. A very good arm, very accurate, and with Tim Wakefield, the knuckleballer. See how he does here.
There goes Pennington, and he's in there with a stolen base. And a big one.
Yes. Daniel Bard did not give Cash much of a chance to throw him out. High leg kick, and Derek Barton taking all the way. Perfect throw, but the head first slide. Great ultra low and great straddle the bag. Marco Scudero, but the throw just a little bit late.
2-1 is the count. Tying run at second, 2 outs. Barton gets jammed and rolls it down the right field line, so the count even at 2-2.
That's at about 15th or 17th for Pennington. He's a great percentage.
Yes, indeed. He's been thrown out twice. The A's as a whole have best stolen base percentage in the American League. It was a goal of theirs coming out of spring training.
Well, you like to see that too. When you're trailing, you've got a reliever pitching. A lot of times they did not pay attention to the base runner. And Daniel Bard definitely did not with Cliff Pennington running.
Fastball low, that one at 99 miles an hour, so a full count. Kurt Suzuki waits in the on-deck circle. Breaking ball just a bit inside. He walked him.
Wow.
So a 3-2 breaking ball.
And a great take. And a very close pitch. But Derek Barton, Tommy Cam, what does it show? Oh, inside. He knew it all the way. What a great take. One of the best in the league. Derek Barton, what a great eye. A couple of more walks tonight. He would have taken an opportunity to swing the bat, but he did not give it to him. Had to be looking 97 heater.
Have to be.
Yeah, took a breaking ball.
So Kurt Suzuki with a chance to tie up the game.
Cash given the sign, looked like to speed at Pennington at second if there's a double steal. It's nice the clubs even think about the A's double stealing or stealing a base.
Suzuki is 0 for 3. His last at bat, he had a line drive to the center fielder. That was in the 7th inning. Fastball runs inside. Papelbon has been throwing for a while, so he should be close to being ready in the Red Sox bullpen. Breslow and Bailey, a lefty and a righty, in the A's bullpen. 2-0. We saw Mark Ellis work himself into a hitter's count in the 7th inning and rip a double to left. Suzuki has done that. 2-0 the count. And now 3-0.
There's a pretty good chance that Terry Francona would go to Papelbon if he loses Kurt Suzuki, because the walk to Barton and now 3-0 to Kurt.
So probably Bard's last hitter either way.
Suzuki is a disciplined enough hitter. Figure he does not want to take a chance of walking him, and there's a good opportunity. 3-0. He's going to groove a fastball, maybe take a little bit off of his upper 90s fastball and groove it.
3-0 pitch is right down the middle.
I know it was four-seamer. It was 97, but pretty tempting. But you'd have to say, going to get another one. Got to stay with his best pitch, which is his fastball.
Suzuki grounds it towards second. Bill Hall has it. Flip to first, and Suzuki grounds out with a couple of runners on. So the A's strand a pair. Ninth inning coming up. 2-1 Boston. Still Red Sox 2, A's 1. Red Sox come to bat here in the top of the ninth inning. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Craig Breslow takes over. 46th appearance for Breslow. He has been a busy man this year. This is the A's 93rd game of the year, so
halfway.
Pretty darn close. And he's had a terrific season for the Athletics. He faces Nava, McDonald, and Cash. Nava, a switch hitter. And he's behind in the count 0-2. His single in the 7th inning was off Ben Sheets. Eight hits for the Red Sox, and for the Athletics, just 3. Half swing, he dribbles it foul.
A player gets a chance to go to the big leagues, and a lot of times there's a 0 in that home run column, but Nama took care of that in the first swing he ever had in Major League Baseball.
So he didn't have to worry about a batting average for a while.
No. He already beat Moonlight Graham.
That's right. So Michael Wirtz, 2/3 of an inning, gave up a hit and he had a strikeout. Levin's 2/3 of an inning. So the third reliever after Sheets into the game, and that is Breslow. Fastball, swing and a miss by Nava. 1 out here in the top of the ninth.
A lot of times a fastball looks so good, even though it's so far out of the strike zone. Location in, pitch away.
Number 54, Darnell McDonald.
Sometimes it can kind of feel where the catcher's set up. In this case, Suzuki's setting up inside, but the pitch was away.
Outside to Darnell McDonald. The White Sox are leading the Mariners 6-1 in the 8th inning up in Seattle. White Sox look up and they see the 2 teams right below them, Detroit and Minnesota, both lost. Could be a good win for Chicago. McDonald had a good swing, fouled it right back. Cleveland beat the Twins 10-4. Of course, the Tigers lost that game to Texas 8-6 in 14 innings. Breslow, quick walk behind the mound. Time he went with the slider and gets his second strikeout.
Another hard breaking ball down and in. Hard slider out of the strike zone.
Number 36, Kevin Cash.
So here's Kevin Cash, 9th place hitter. Now the A's in the bottom of the 9th will have Cust, Rosales, and Ellis. This will be the 3 scheduled hitters. If anybody were to get aboard, Gross. And that's who they will face, Jonathan Papelbon. 2-0 to Cash, who had a base hit in the 7th inning. Beltre, a home run earlier tonight. That was in the 4th inning. Line shot right into the glove of Adam Rosales. Side retired. So it's a 2-1 game. Papelbon coming in, and the A's need 1 to tie and 2 to win it.
Amazing deals on your favorite Toyotas. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota. Yes. By Xfinity. the next generation in home entertainment. Now available in the Bay Area and coming soon to the Central Valley. By Chevy with a full lineup of award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Verizon. The signal is yours. Wield it to transmit anything you want. Verizon.
Now the A's and their fans are looking for some ninth-inning heroics. The Red Sox with a 2-1 lead. Keep right here on Comcast Sportsnet California. A's post-game live coming up right after the ball game. If the A's are going to come back in dramatic fashion, they'll do it against Jonathan Papelbon. 20 saves in 23 opportunities. Red Sox folks will tell you he has not been quite as sharp this year as he has in years past, but still a very, very good closer. And he will face Cust, Rosales, and Ellis.
Kevin Kuzminoff is wanting to get a bat. He took him deep. Pitch hit, home run at Fenway. The A's lost the game. He was, of course, scratched late with a sore back. After watching Daniel Bard pitch, Papelbon doesn't throw nearly as hard.
No, he
comparison, but he is still very good. He is their closer. He also has a very good split.
Cust, big swing. It's a high pop up, and that's going to just reach the seats. So 1-1 the count. A couple of strikeouts and a walk tonight for Cust. A's have had chances lately. They stranded 2 in the 7th, and they stranded 2 more in the 8th. That one just inside at 95 miles an hour, 2-1. I like the rally caps that folks are trying. It's a line shot, but right at Drew, and he reaches down and makes a basket catch about knee high. That's called top spin, folks.
Very, very much a top spin. And if you're an outfielder watching this ball coming, you're thinking, I got to go back. He did, and then he had to come in, and about knee high, he caught it. And that is the top spin that Jack Cust can put on a baseball.
So a hard hit ball, but an out. 1 out here in the 9th, and that'll bring up Rosales. A's need a hero.
Base run would be a good way to start, especially the possibility of even stealing a base if you get on.
Good pitch there on the outside corner for a strike. Rosales struck out in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th. Fly ball to right field in the 7th, 0 for 3. Rosales behind the count, 0-2.
Time now for the Jeep drive of the game. We'll give it to Rajay Davis, who got the A's on the board. The only run for the A's, only 1 of 3 hits, and that was a breaking ball for Matsusaka. Rajay with home run number 4. But the next inning, very quickly, the Sox scored 2. No shutdown inning, and that's where it stands now, 2-1.
So Rosales trying to battle back, down 0-2. He hangs in there. Tomorrow, Dallas Brayton, Tim Wakefield, 6:30 A's pregame live, 7:05 first pitch. And Day baseball on Wednesday. Long look by Papelbon. Swing by Rosales, so the battle continues.
Franchona trying to get the West Coast swing started on the right foot. Bob Guerin. Ty Waller trying to see something happen here in the 9th inning.
He's trying to win their 6th in a row. Salas checked his swing, and he did not go, says Bob Davidson.
You ever hear so many groans in a home park? That's the Red Sox Nation groaning, folks. Check swing.
Wow.
You might as well take advantage of that break you just got out of, because that was a swing.
Huh.
Fastball away.
This one runs up and in, and Rosales lays off, so he has battled back to even up the count 2-2. Rosales in a slightly open stance. 7 home runs on the year. He swings at a ball in the dirt. Rosales tagged out, and that's out number 2.
Well, just a little bit anxious on that slider, and definitely went around. This one called by Tim Cheetah.
Number 14, Mark Ellis.
So the last hope for the A's is Mark Ellis trying to get aboard. Gabe Gross would be next. There's a fastball right there for a strike. Ellis is 1 for 3. A couple of ground outs, and then he doubled in the 7th and put runners on 2nd and 3rd. Gabe Gross popped out to end the inning. Swing and a miss. Good fastball there from Papelbon. 95 with some movement. So 0-2.
And fastball, 94. This is unbelievable. The people who are standing and cheering.
0-2 to Ellis. He popped it up. Stays alive.
What if these Red Sox Nation fans are the same Yankee fans that come out when the Yankees come?
Just to irritate us?
Yeah, I think so. They bring out their Yankee caps or Red Sox caps. Otherwise, Northern California, there are a lot of people that cheer for 2 East Coast teams.
Papelbon, a long look. Now he's ready. 0-2. Way outside. Overthrew that one just a little bit. swing by Ellis, just hanging in there. I mean, you got to be thinking too, or maybe you shouldn't even think, but he's going to throw the slider or the splitter or something.
And that's why Mark is a little bit late on the fastball. After getting to 2 strikes, he stayed with fastballs, 5 of them. And all in the 94, 95 mile an hour range and all straight. Does not have a lot of movement on his fastball.
Ground ball up the middle, Hall backhand, straightens up, throws to first, and that's the ball game. So Papelbon 1-2-3, bottom of the 9th inning, and the Red Sox take game 1 of this 3-game series. The final score, Red Sox 2 and the Athletics 1. A's with just 3 hits in the ball game, and they come up short in the end. So the A's fall back under the 500 mark. They're 46-47 in their 5-game win streak comes to an end. So Wakefield and Braden tomorrow night. A's will try to even up the series. Don't go away. A's post-game live with Henry Wolford, Michael Urban, and Carney Lansford starts right now.